I give to you unreservedly my body and my eternal soul. Whatever darkness may befall me, I will endure with you beside me. As proof of your miraculous power, guide our obedient and willing souls to the road of paradise, O Lord. We will not give in to the power of temptation as long as we have you in our hearts. O Lord, save us with your compassion. O Lord, shower us with your blessings. O Lord, favor us with your abundance. Nothing there, except a door. There's something written on the door. This door is the gate which leads to the road of paradise. Embrace the bosom of the Holy Mother, admit your sins and be forgiven. Eternal tranquility can be yours.
How did you get here? It was Vincent, wasn't it? He led you here. When will he cease his meddling? But it's just as well. Luring you here also serves my purposes.
Checkmate.
Not yet. The time is not yet at hand. The time when all will be forgiven their sins. When the paradise we have long dreamed for will arrive. After the judgment and atonement, an eternity of bliss. Oh, Alessa, the world you wanted is nearly here.
That's not what I want.
Not you. Alessa, your true self.
But I am Alessa. My little Claudia, my dear sweet sister.
Alessa, is it you? Oh, how I've missed you.
I don't need another world. It's fine the way it is.
But you said it yourself. The world must first be cleansed with fire.
But that's not what I want now.
Alessa, don't you want happiness? Have you become blind to all the hopeless suffering in the world? We all need God's salvation.
Listen, suffering is a fact of life. Either you learn how to deal with that or you go under. You can stay in your own little dream world, but you can't keep hurting other people. Besides, I'll never forgive you for hurting my father.
I wish only for the salvation of mankind. But for that to happen, the world must first be remade. And for that, we need God.
You self-righteous witch! No one asked you to help!
God is growing within you. You despise me, don't you?
You're damned right I do!
That's good.
Well then, she managed the pain that time, or more better. In a better way. I got the Eye of Night tarot card. And a save point. The chapel. So... First, the map of the chapel.
Dear God, please forgive me. I know I'll be put to death for the sins I've committed. And I'll go to my death gladly and with a peaceful heart. But please, grant me just a small piece of your everlasting mercy. Let me see my child once within your golden gates. Deliver me not to hell, but to purgatory. Allow me to atone for my sins there. I'll stand within the very flames of redemption, no matter how they burn me. Forgive me for my wicked act of revenge. And deliver the soul of my poor murdered daughter. Please, also care for the soul of the girl whose life I have taken. God, I am a child, trembling with fear as I stare at death. Soothe my tortured soul with your infinite mercy. Please, forgive me.
Onward. There's a door here, but it's locked. Need a key. I do want shotgun shells. Whoops. And I don't have any. So... don't bother fighting just yet. Another one of those. That is why the lock is broken. Just maybe you can do that. You won't really stop them with a pistol. There are shelves covered with file folders and boring books. There's no useful information here, as far as I can tell. Cassette tape? There are a bunch of papers in this file. I get the feeling that it's a handwritten copy of some book. represents the deity known as the halo of the sun. In heraldry, symbolizes a religious group. The two outer circles are charity and resurrection. The three inner circles are present, past, and future. Usually drawn in red, occasionally drawn in black or other colors, but blue reverses the meaning into a curse on God and is therefore forbidden. Don't mind me. Just gonna run past them. Bloody footsteps. Footprints, I mean. Leading to this painting. There's a picture here of an angel flying into the heavens. Nothing special. I get the feeling there's something behind this picture though. The girl's cries and footsteps disappeared beyond it after all. Yes. Okay, so what we're doing here is looking for the rest of the tarot cards. Tarot, whatever. So I will... Can I just turn around? There we go. I will search this floor first. There's a book on tarot here, or tarot. I forgot how it's pronounced. Tarot was based on the 22 Hebrew consonants and is said to represent the entire world. Each card, numbered 0 through 21, has a particular meaning. By reading these cards, fortune tellers predict the future. For example, the first card, the Magician, signifies creation, wisdom, beginnings, or destruction and fraud. The second card, the High Priestess, denotes intuition, harmony, faith, or dogmatism and arrogance. According to some texts, the Gardner deck has more than 22 cards. The Gardner deck does not exist today. It is mentioned only in the literature. It is said that these extra cards were based on lost Hebrew vows and denoted an otherworldly transcendental existence. For example, God. There's a card right here, the second card, that we can pick up.
Hiya, Heather.
You show up everywhere, don't you?
You make me sound like some kind of unwanted pest.
Well, who are you anyway?
Haven't you realized that yet?
Yeah, you're on Claudia's side.
I told you not to put me in the same category as that mad woman.
Well, you're pretty loony yourself.
It's true. We believe in the same God. I'm quite sane.
So why did you help me out then? Was that also part of trying to resurrect God?
It's not uncommon for people to worship the same God and still disagree.
God? Are you sure you don't mean devil?
Whichever you like. The point is that now I really am on your side. I don't want God to be born. Wouldn't be convenient. Much too unpredictable.
So you've been using me to stop Claudia, is that it? Do your own dirty work.
My dirty work? I think we both had our own interests in mind. You hate her too, don't you? You're the only one who can get it done. I don't have powers like you two. Besides, I always hated getting all hot, sweaty.
Oh, really?
I'm just looking out for myself. Everyone does it. Huh. Don't stand there looking so smug. You're the worst person in this room. You come here and enjoy spilling their blood and listening to them cry out. You feel excited when you step on them and snuff out their lives.
Are you talking about the monsters?
Monsters? They look like monsters to you?
Oh no.
Don't worry. It's just a joke. By the way, I forgot to ask you. Did you get the seal of Metatron?
What's that?
You don't have it? Leonard was carrying it.
You mean this thing?
Yes, that's it. As long as we have that, we're fine. Here, take this.
Otherworld laws. Let's see. A big old book I got from Vincent in the archives. So if I don't struggle to read again, this magic square with strong protective and dispelling properties is called the Virum Seven Crest, or the Seal of Metatron. I struggled to read again. It will bring results regardless of whether the target is good or evil. Its strength, therefore, places a very high burden on the caster. As it is also difficult to control, it is not usually used. This is why it bears the name Metatron, or... Didn't they say it differently before? Oh yeah, there. After the angel Metatron, or Metraton, also known as the Ancient of... God. Christ. Okay, moving on. To read more things in a bad way. Silent Hill's Ancient Gods, a study of etymology and evolution. What a mouthful. There is no religion that has remained unchanged from the moment it was founded. This one is no exception. When this religion fell into the hands of immigrants, it was deeply influenced by their own original Christian beliefs. For example, the traditional representatives of these primal gods may be given the names and descriptions of Christian angels, thus shared characteristics begin to appear. There is also one rare example of the chief deity, creator of paradise, or Lord of serpents and reeds, being dubbed with a demon's name. Of course, this was not done by believers, but by their opponents. I guess you saw Alessa there. Alessa or Cheryl in that book. Or they call her the Incubus. But let's go below. Avoid here. So we got 3 more cards to pick up. A corpse wrapped in some vinyl type bag. This crazy mixed up world has got me used to the strangest things. Easy for me to say. They are still totally disgusting. I feel like I'm gonna go crazy myself sooner or later. I might even already be crazy. Who knows? There's the 3rd card, Lucid. One wall is covered with what looks like lockers inside no, never mind. With this rotting stench throughout the place, anyone could guess what's inside. I'll just want to puke if I take a look. We do have shotgun shells here. I'm going to try to save them. Especially for later. There's a musty diary on the bed. This writing. Is this Dad's diary? Why would it be here? I sometimes have the sense even now that that girl is a reincarnation of Alessa. I don't worry about it much now. That's all forgiven. You were unloved, Cheryl. Or was that Alessa? Now Cheryl is Alessa again. No matter whose reincarnation she may have been, that girl was my most beloved treasure. But that name was a mistake. At the time, I thought of her only as a replacement for my lost Cheryl. When she knows the truth, will she feel bad? That's what worries me. Thanks, Dad. So I was Alessa after all. But I do have just a trace of one more memory left. I haven't forgotten my sweet and gentle mother. Stun gun batteries. Nothing else to look at. And the lock is broken. So that room was there. Cross it off in your mind. We're going this way, yeah. Oh, good. It's noisy again. Check all the doors. Those were some good dodges. The lock is broken. Ah, here's the main place that we need to be at. This is my sketchbook from 17 years ago. On the front cover here is a picture of Dad. Really awful work. What's this doing here? The door sure does rattle, but it's stuck tight. A secret is hidden out of your sight, yeah. You may be thinking, what could it be? You will need 5 magic cards if you want to see. What to do, then, with all these? I'll tell you straight, and I won't tease. Just as long as you say, please. Now the first thing you must know is that there's something in each row. But that is not the half of it. 3 would be too hard to fit. The upside down man, under the ground. To his right, to his left, there's no one around. Leave him alone, though his tears are profound. The moon is up above the sky, full or crescent, floating high. Twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? Do you have it now? You didn't forget. One major point you must not omit. And now at the last, before you take a whack, here's one more hint to help keep you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful, it's not on your right. Turn to the left and you'll keep it in sight. So you'll open the door. I'm just sure that there'll be nothing beyond it but frightening peril. Forget about that. Just stay and play, or else I'll be left here alone all day. That whole thing is a hint for this puzzle involving the cards. We think we need 2 more cards still. Here's a key. And that key is for that locked door we saw before. No, it wasn't me. Alessa wrote this a long time ago. That chapel altar. It wasn't that one beautiful chapel. It was some other altar somewhere else. I am going to save. Let's find the other cards. At least around this area first. Before we go back to that door. Oops. There's the crying again. Where does it lead to? There's something stuck in this book. Another card. This book. I feel like I have to read it, but at the same time I don't want to. Glophatis. Red liquid or crystals resembling blood. According to the Kabbalah, the name is taken from a herb with the power to dispel evil spirits. It is said to grow in Arabian deserts. It may be vaporized or applied as poultice to guard against demons. It is powerful, but as it is rare, it is extremely difficult to obtain. Nice. 2 healing items, and it's a picture of me when I was 7. I look bored and sad. Well, of course I do. I was always like that back then. It's a picture of ALESSA. One more card to go. And I think you know where it is. If you recall that one locked door from earlier. Going back up. Oops, not here. It is this way, but they're in the way. Come on, Cheryl, get up. I don't have any first aid kits. This is bad. Alright. That did not work. I should just kill them, but I really don't want to use any ammunition right now. Ugh. that works. Okay. Reload. Only got 6 shells left, but that's okay. And it was this way, right? Yes. Oh, get out of the way. I'm very unlucky this time. I used the brass key. This place looks familiar. This used to be ALESSA's. This was my desk once upon a time. There's a ratty old notebook on the podium. Oops. And there's a letter stuck in here too. Let's see. There's a girl named ALESSA in my class. If your memory is any good, you may remember her. She's the one I said they called a witch. Most likely her mother is abusing her. I've never seen her come in without some sort of scrape or bruise. Her expression is pitifully dark for a 6-year-old. Something like this may not be so uncommon. Rather than coming up with pointless ideas, it's best just to watch and wait. But isn't there something I can do to help? I'm considering consulting a lawyer, but I do have my reservations. That's why I thought I'd ask you, my friend, for your opinion first. K. Gordon. K. Gordon, we went through his house in the first game and did not rob it. Okay. There's a tape deck here. It looks perfectly usable.
Do you know about what happened here 17 years ago? You've been here a long time. You must have heard some details.
A group of pagans, blinded by earthly desires, spit in the very face of God. They tried to use the seal of Metatron to prevent God's awakening. But God drove the unbelievers away and threw them into the abyss. But due to their wickedness, God was unable to be born properly. And so, she has slumbered ever since in the womb of the Holy Mother until the time of the awakening. That's all that I know.
That's it, huh? Well, thanks.
Father Vincent, I heard that the Holy Mother has been found. Is it true?
ALESSA has been found? Did Claudia say that?
Yes.
Then it must be true. Her sight rarely fails her.
Bless the Lord.
Maybe it's because of her great faith. But I could never be like her. I wouldn't want to.
Nor I. The truth is, Sister Claudia frightens me a little.
Well, now, let's both show our faith by forgetting about this little talk, okay?
Yes, but does that mean this land will finally be the home of eternal paradise?
If God wills it, my sister. If God wills it.
Interesting. What are these? Letters? No. Maybe a bunch of suggestions? People are starting to voice their dissatisfaction about Father Vincent using the organization's money for his own personal benefit. I've also heard rumors that Father Vincent has been extorting donations from some followers. Is he really the right person for such a position? I'm in no place to deny all he's done to make the organization grow. Even though we believe in God, if there was some sort of gathering, shouldn't we be valued not of our limited talents or our talkativeness, but for the depth of our faith? L.S. So that is someone else entirely. That Vincent and Claudia know. Oh. This is just a one-door room. Don't bother with it. Wait. The other way. There's the last card. The name Claudia Wolf is written very small on the cover. Looks like this is her diary. November 10. She didn't die then. She was born. I knew that for a fact. But then why haven't I found her yet? They were supposed to need her power to build paradise for the happiness of the people. She was supposed to be reborn for that. I'd really like to see her. November 14th. Read the Book of Praise. I want to thank Father for lending me such an invaluable book. I found what I'd been searching for in there, how to awaken God, but it's much too cruel. Will I be able to pull it off when I see her? November 16th. I was free all day, so I read a modern history of refugees and young slaves, child exploitation. I don't want to be a mere bystander in this world. I can't do anything now, though, and that's what's hard. There's an old birthday card on the desk, so she was still hanging on to this. To little Claudia, happy 6th birthday. I love you as if you were my real sister. Here's to you. So Alessa was a charmer then. Well, she was loving toward her sister. So that's the last card. And we're going back to that room with the door and card depressions. I'm gonna use it. They are in my way after all. Now lose collision. Oh my god, come on. Right. I keep having to check. There. Out of the way. Okay. We'll use that. Save my other ones. Left, right, then down the little elevator. Ay, ay, ay. Whoops. Keep on going. Okay, that's done with. The scribbling on the floor here is Alessa's. For some reason, she always drew monsters like this when she was alone. She used to draw with Claudia too. A nice daddy and mummy and a fun school. A happy world where everyone smiled and laughed all day long. In short, everything we never had. Oops, wrong way. We are in Midwich. Because I remember that huge fan. But now we're going to be in...
What do I want? Well, for the two of you to die, that would be nice. Then I could relax.
When did you stop believing in God? God lives. Just look around you.
But I do believe in her. In my own way. I fear her, and I adore her. But I haven't lost my mind like you. You think that this is the work of God? Isn't this all nothing more than your own personal nightmare? Just like ALESSA 17 years ago? If this really is the work of God, then I'd say she has lousy taste.
You mock God? Traitor. You will go to hell.
Not that again! Who do you think you are, claiming to know God's will?
Go home, Vincent.
Home. This church is my home. I built it with my power. The power of money that you view with such scorn. Although I admit that this atrocious scenery is all yours.
If you continue to get in my way...
Did you kill me? Well... Well... The guest of honor has arrived. Let's get this party started. Heather, go ahead and kill this crazy bitch. This demon who claims to speak for God. The time has come. You can kill her now.
You'll go to hell!
What did you do?
Nothing important.
You're not going to run? I guess this is the end.
No, the beginning. As Vincent said, the time has come. Alessa, I'm saddened that you didn't agree to this on your own. But I thank you for nurturing God with all the hate in your heart. It's time for mankind to be released from the shackles of sin which bind them.
But a God born from hatred can never create a perfect paradise.
Happy people can be so cruel. Is it so hard to believe that sympathy could be born out of pain and suffering? Why do you reject God's mercy? Why do you cling to this corrupt world? You know that only God can save us.
And save you too? Happy ending? I'd rather go to hell.
No, I don't expect to be saved. And that's fine. Alessa, my dearest. For the pain that I've caused you, I deserve no mercy. Even if it was to save mankind. It was too deep a sin. It was hubris for me to try to hasten the day of her arrival. Sacrifices were made. And those are my sins.
If you feel so guilty about it, why don't you go to hell? Heather, use the seal.
Vincent? The seal of Metatron?
Now your stupid dream is over.
Oh, that's just a piece of junk. What do you think you can do with that? Do you really think it can kill God? I'm sorry to see you fell for my father's foolishness.
What?
You're pathetic. witness to it. Judgment Day. Alessa?
Shut your stinking mouth, bitch!
Okay. So, not many people would know that this item right here is usable in this sequence. Go ahead and use it.
What are you doing?
Dad.
She is nearly here. Alessa, what have you done? What did you swallow? What is this?
Looks like God didn't make it.
Stop! God is...
Claudia!
Alessa, you cannot kill God. I will... I will birth God. If you can't do it, Alessa, I will.
Claudia! Claudia!
Well, Alessa's not the one to birth God. Let's see what's down here.
can't be dead. I was gonna kill you. This is God?
It is God. And it resembles ALESSA. Force it down from its... whatever it does up there. Avoid the fire. ALESSA's fire. Now there is a way to beat this boss with melee. I might try it. But it's very tough to do. But you can't reach it from there. Avoid the fire. Goes down. 2 stabs. Or maybe 3. That's what I was waiting for. And how much damage did I get? A lot of damage. So, that's quite bad. Guns are recommended. Whoops. How much does that take off? Quite a bit. Run. Force it down. I've done this with the katana before. It requires a strategy. Man. So if you recall from the first game, it looked like a demon. This time it looks like a woman. It looks like ALESSA. That is because of Harry's and Cheryl's different interpretations of this entity. Or it was more so Dahlia's interpretation in the first game. And that is why it looked like a demon. And like I said, now it's all Cheryl's interpretation. Need to... there.
that the end? I guess it's time to roll the credits. Not yet. You're still alive.
Heather. What?
Just a joke.
You've got terrible
I'm
taste.
sorry.
Heather, did
You
you...
don't have to call me that. I'm not hiding anymore.
You want me to use your real name? What was it again?
Cheryl. The name my father gave me.
You gonna let your hair color go back too?
I don't know. Don't you think blondes have more fun?
Spoke of tortured souls, so outrageous the toll. You can lose all you have. He refused to give in to the town that takes all. Survive. You must have the will. This movie doesn't end the way we want all the time. Then he shouts at the moon,
there you have it. In my opinion, a bad clear time. As I could definitely do it a lot faster than that, but who cares? Split worm. 1 minute 7 seconds. Missionary. 2 minutes 48 seconds. 2 minute 11 seconds. 4 minutes 16 seconds. The God. Just about 4 minutes. 1 clear, which is that whole game cycle. Only 30 saves. No deaths. A lot of items. Shooting and fighting. It's not that big of a number because I avoided some of the enemies. And yeah. Extra new game. Flamethrower. Extra costume. Nice. And that is one of the extra costume passcodes to type in. But I won't be worried. Sure, I will save it. Save it there. Anyways, that was quite a ride. So I thank you for watching, viewer. And I'll see you in whatever I upload next.